Good afternoon. It is August 18th, 2022. I'm going to get it started a little bit early today. I have to run errands and I'm not trying to come back and have to do this. So it is 12:28, half hour before the close. So really anything could happen in this last half hour. But we've been ranging with a slight upward bias all day. I would say most of the looks you're getting are definitely to the long side because we have this move early on and we have this move down. But other than that, it's been pretty much up. We'll take a look earlier on. Maybe there's something I missed in here or even on this correction. But yeah, for now, range day, you can see prices are making new highs. We'll see how this plays out. So if you're looking at your chart at like 4:30 a.m., this one comes about 4:30, and it is a second entry long. So there are reasons to like this. Plenty of room to the highs. It looks like one leg of correction, two legs of correction. So there are reasons to like that. It does turn out to be off the trend line. But honestly, I wouldn't even be looking at it like that. At that point, I'd probably be more so looking at this. And if this is the case, we'd probably, well, close outside, new high. Well, you could see we're probably going to test this high. That's the feeling I had. And then we formed this spike and channeled down, or at least this is how I saw it. And it's just very congestive. So you do get a second entry short. I am seeing that right here. But this is it's at the midline of the range. So it's just not the greatest setup. It's congestive. Turns out to be a good move. Come down here, first entry, congestion. Come up here. It's like a breakout of this range is how I'm looking at it. Fails, then we go lower. Probably just a break of this channel. Two legs of correction. Two legs down to a new low. So really it's perfect price action. And if you see all that, I'm looking at this. I mean, I have trouble calling this red because it's so congestive, but it is indeed a second entry. And we just had this leg down, so we'll probably get another one. So I'll put a green one there, but I kind of like that. Made our new low. First entry, second entry, but that's above the EMA, so I'm just, I'd be a little concerned about going long there. Really, this turns out to be sideways, but eventually we see that it's actually an uptrend. So if you see that, we have a new low here, and you get a first entry, failed second entry, but look. With the context of the day, we're within the overnight range. You just got to be really careful. So I'm marking that as green. Turns out to be a great move. The overshoot leads to a break, and then we rocket on up. Maybe, no, this wasn't a news item or anything. But we form this range up here by the opening price. And we actually get a double top, first entry, second entry, but I don't think you would want to take that. This is too congestive. We come up here, and then we turn down. And you get a second entry short right here. That's also a failed second entry long. But look at all this congestion around this area. It's not, the bias is up. So this is a tough call. It does look like the range is over though, and it is. I don't know. It's a tough one. Not too crazy about it. That's why I didn't mark it. But then we get this first. This is a really nice failure. I like this. I think it's pretty clear that this range is not relevant anymore. But maybe you just extend it because this probably is. Yeah, you can see that. So if you're playing it that way, perhaps you skip this trade, but I felt like the range was pretty much over at that point. So I like that failure setup. That's also technically a second entry long. It goes higher, breaks lower, goes higher. And then we just start to get more flat up by the overnight highs, and I don't really like any of this given the context. See, even this second entry long, nice signal bar, but it probably barely got you a scalp. So, yeah, I was like 6 ticks. So this kind of looks like a double top. So first entry, failed second entry. You might take that. I think I had, because yeah, I wouldn't take this as a failure. I think I originally had this channel drawn. So I wasn't crazy about this, looking at that as perhaps a failure. But some people might have had the double top and the trend channel starting right here. And in that case, you have room to the lows, so you might take that, but it's very congested. Not crazy about it. I kind of think this channel is more accurate. So, yeah, this just, the floor falls out, too far from the EMA. Second entry long, no setup, or short, no setup. Turns into congestion. And then we just reverse, and you get a third entry right here. So that is a trap. I mean, they trapped. That's a trap, but I think I would want to have seen it close above the EMA, because that does look like 2 legs down, a 2-legged correction, and just a trapping shorts. And then we get this failure. And it's 3 perfect dojis in a row. It looks like we might be in a range, so at that point you just got to skip that. You can see we hit the measured move of that range up here, but I think these uptrends were actually more valid. So we come down here and we get a second entry long, but we don't have that trend channel yet. It bounces, comes up here, we get a triple top. So you might look at that as a first entry, second entry. Signal bar is not great, but when you get this higher low, you might take that, and it kind of looks like a failure almost. And that was a pretty nice move up. And I don't think you can enter any of this. We'll have to see in the next 20 minutes what happens, but as of right now, we're just still pretty much ranging. We might go higher. I'll pause the video so we can take a look at the daily chart. All right, so you can see this is how I've been viewing it, the overshoot that led to a break. And it looks like we're going to close this day bullish. I mean, the opening price was pretty low. So we'll see in the next few minutes, but that's how it's looking right now. So hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.